folks, welcome back to Cats and Kilos. Today we're going to demonstrate some burpees and some modifications that you can do, especially when you get older, as this is a great movement to maintain explosiveness and maybe even build some strength. It'll also get your cardiovascular system going. It works most of the anterior portion of your body, close to your whole body. It'll work your legs, it'll work your anterior delts, it'll work your triceps, it'll work your chest. So let's get started. The first thing I'll demonstrate is just how burpees are normally done. So what we think of generally with burpees is you pretty much go down, boom, your legs go back. For some people, that's actually what they just do. Maybe they jump a little bit for burpees, or it can be combined with a push-up and a jump. So that's typically what we would think of when we would think of burpees. There are some modifications that may help, especially when you get older. Instead of doing it the traditional way in which the legs would end up on the inside of the arms, this might round the low back depending on your mobility as you get older. So it might be better to keep your hands on the inside. And so your legs end up in a little bit of a wider squat position, and you may or may not be able to jump. Another modification is, instead of all that, how about just going down slow? Boom, your feet, you're going on the ground. You might even be able to just step back. I mean, this might be something. Or maybe not even that. I mean, depending on what your doctor says, maybe that position, if you've got herniated disc, for example, that might not even be good enough for you to do. It might be too dangerous. So there's a lot of modifications that can be made with this exercise, and you'd have to pick one that's right for you, with the advice also of your doctor. But we're going to review a few of them that you could probably do up to a pretty advanced age. So stay with me. Okay, so Wilhelmina is going to help me explain this today. She's a little bit younger, so she likes to do the burpees for younger people. So we're going to start with that one. And this is the one that's going to be probably the most explosive, right? And the one that's going to be hardest. So of course, I mean, depending on your age and fitness level and cardiovascular health, I mean, of course, get the input from your doctor. Don't just start doing this if you shouldn't. If you're a heart patient, doesn't necessarily mean you can't do it, but you should probably get the okay from your doctor. You should get the okay from your doctor. So with Wilhelmina letting us and telling us that we should start with that one, right? That's what she's saying, right? She's saying start with the more aggressive one. We'll start with the more aggressive, and then we'll get easier as we go. Okay, Wilhelmina? She says yes. Let's do it. Okay, so this version would be the most aggressive. It's something that probably is better suited to somebody that's a little bit younger, only because even if you can do it, it's going to be rough on your shoulders. It's something maybe that's suitable for somebody that's into MMA and they're interested in working on their sprawl. Somebody's attacking your legs and you want to be able to get your feet out of the way quickly. What it would involve is your legs kind of going back as you drop into that push-up position, and even lower immediately, the bottom of the push-up almost. So it's kind of rough on your shoulders, very dynamic, and then you would really kind of hop back up, as I'll demonstrate without a transition. I probably shouldn't be doing this, so I'll just do it like maybe once or twice just to kind of show you, but this is not the best thing for the shoulders, especially as we get older, right? So here we go. So the move would be, you're down, and then you just jump into this position, and then you can just jump up. You can do a modification where you're down, you hop here, and then you're up without doing that more aggressive hop, either one. Again, probably not the best move as we get older. So now moving to more of the traditional burpee is where we go down, our legs go back, push up, and then we just jump with our legs still coming off the floor. So it's still, pretty dynamic, and if you do this for reps, it'll be very tiring. So great workout for those that are fit enough to do it. So we go down, back, jump, down, back, jump. Okay, so that will be the movement. So if you do this for enough reps, you will get tired, and you'll get tired pretty quick. So for HIIT type workouts, great exercise. It'll hit, as we said before, a lot. It'll hit the quads really well. It'll hit the abs, because it's almost a plank type position for some of it. Chest, obviously, you're doing a push-up in there too. Triceps, anterior delts. Really, it's almost going to be an overall body workout for that one. So if you do that for 2 sets, if it's many reps as you can do, a couple sets a day, that in itself is a great workout. No excuse as far as I don't have any time. How long is it going to take you? next to no time. Okay, version 3. So you can do most of that, but perhaps you don't want to do, the push-up portion. Maybe you've got shoulder issues. You want to get the benefits as far as maybe for legs and overall getting the heart rate up from the overall movement, but without doing the push-up. No problem, you can do that too. Same as before, down, back, up, right? And remember we said before, right, legs on the outside might be better. And you can do it with or without the jump. You don't have to do the jump, right? So you can start doing that for reps, same thing. It'll get you really tired, especially if you do the jump. If you got knee issues or you don't want to do the jump, no problem. Maybe just kind of put your hands over your head with no jump, make it a little bit lower force. Maybe you've got hip or knee issues that you can't do the jump, no problem. You can still do that. So down, boom, no push-up even. Boom, down, whoo, whoo. Okay. So a variation of that. Maybe you can't do that, right? Maybe even at this position, hopping back is too much. How about this? Okay, so maybe you're very overweight and you can't really do the hop back, or you have other limitations, or maybe you're significantly older. You can sort of get down, but maybe you can't, hop. Hey, do this for reps in your own time. That might be a great workout for you. That might be really good. And again, get the okay from your doctor. Certain problems with the back sometimes can be aggravated by that too, so don't do that. Next move. Okay, so everything up to now has been just a little too much. Perhaps you're 170 years old. Maybe you've got limitations, whatever the case, but you still want to be active. You want to maybe improve. Maybe there's other versions for you. How about this one? So instead of going all the way to the ground, how about we have maybe a bench, which we'll put in this direction for stability. And if you don't have a bench, maybe you can use a chair or just something if you've got enough space on the chair. Maybe up against a wall for stability. Maybe you can use the edge of the chair or a couch, who knows, just something that's very stable. Maybe you can use the end, and you'll see why in a second. But, so, how about this? We just pretty much do this. Boom, same thing as we are going to do before, with or without a jump. Maybe we can't do a jump. Maybe you've got knee and hip issues that prevent you from doing this. Not a problem. Down, up. How would you improve? Maybe getting up a little bit quicker over time. Be a little bit quicker. Okay, so this is not going to cause me a workout. You know what? Depending on your ability level, maybe it will. Even being able to support your body as you go between these two positions might be something. It's hitting your triceps, it's doing stuff. It's doing things that you're not otherwise doing if you're at that point. And if you do this enough, maybe you can then progress to something more aggressive. What if you can't even do this? What if you can't just hop back? That's okay. How about this? You're supporting your body weight here, stepping back and up. So you're using some muscles. You're actually somehow supporting your body weight. Not somehow, you're supporting your body weight when you do this. Through the shoulders, you're getting some stress through those areas, helping maybe with osteoporosis, depending on your age. Getting a little bit of workout, as far as being able to maintain tension in those muscles. So you're doing something. You do this for enough reps, you'll get a bit of a heart rate increase also, which is great. And again, maybe you can't jump up. Maybe it's just too dynamic. That's okay. Just slow it down to your own level of ability. Can't do that? Not a problem. How about this one? So you're saying everything so far is still too much, right? Perhaps, again, you've got significant limitations. Don't let that dissuade you fully. Maybe this exercise just is not for you 100%. But how about this? Look at this version. So instead of even getting to the bench, down to the bench for the chest and all that, for that movement, how about this? Use a wall. How about on a wall, you just kind of go in, out, and the further back you are, the harder it's going to be, right, as far as your chest. And the closer you are, it can be very little, but it's something. Anything's better than nothing. So now you step back. Now, probably at this point, if this is your limitation, maybe you can't jump very high or at all. Okay, squat down a little bit. Maybe you have to keep holding onto the wall. Okay, or maybe it allows you to get off the wall. Now, how would you progress? Maybe you get up a little bit quicker, right? Maybe you step back a little bit as you get better. and then you get up a little bit quicker. Okay? Get up a little bit quicker. Step back a little bit more. Get up a little bit quicker. And then maybe you can get good enough to do something maybe on a high bench. So you may slowly be able to progress to the next level. Don't let the fact that you can't do something fully dissuade you from something. As long as you have your doctor's okay, you talk to whatever, your cardiologist, your chiropractor, your physical therapist, all the applicable physicians, and get the okay and make sure that you're not doing something that's going to harm you. If you've got a condition, an underlying condition where you can't do this, you can't do this. No problem. Okay, fine. But if you can, this is something maybe you want to incorporate into your program. Final note. Some will say, well, you know what, this is just too basic for me. I don't need to do it. Really? The reason I said before, this might be for any age and any athletic level, is because you can control it, you can modify it. So you might say, I'm a world-class athlete. I can do as many, reps. I can do endless reps, with this, and I'll be as strong and as explosive on my 100th rep as I will be on my first rep. I'll be able to put out that same force in the 100th rep as I can on the first rep. No, you won't. And here's why. If you're literally, say maybe you were doing the first version that we were talking about before, and you're jumping as high as you can each time, you're not going to be jumping as high on the 100th rep as you will the first rep. There's going to be muscle fatigue. It's going to happen. I mean, that's just physiologically, that's what's going to happen. But that's okay, because that's what's going to trigger adaptation, and that's what's going to cause you to improve over time. So for most people, on I guess the middle scale of everything that we just talked about, maybe just doing as many reps as you can with whatever version it is for 2 sets might be a great workout. It won't take you too long, and it's something that over time will result in improvement. The key is slow progression at something. It's better than not doing anything at all. So sitting down, just sitting in a chair all day, it's the worst thing you can do. Unless your limitations are so severe that that's all you can do, anything is better than nothing. Movement is life. We want to slowly improve, slow progression. Perhaps you can incorporate some of what we said into your daily activities, and hopefully you'll find it helpful. If you do, please like and subscribe, and over time we can bring you more and more of these videos. Thanks for watching.